Say Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahushai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahushai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahushai. First and foremost, we want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule at a great millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akim, to the folk and the earth, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. A covenant lesson to edify the church, Yahushai, the 144,000 and one-third, men, women, and children, confusion of faith, Israel, scattered among these heathen nations. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, you are the chosen people of the Most High. Right? His name is Yahweh, who the world is called God. Yahweh means He is, He exists. And His Son name is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus. Right? Yahweh Shai means He's salvation, or He saved. Right? Just want to do a lesson on Galatians 4:4. Right? This is more evidence showing that our Lord Yahweh Shai, He had a biological father, and He come from the seed of Joseph. Right? This is Galatians chapter 4 verse 4. But when the fullness of time was come, God, who is Yahweh, sent forth His Son, Yahweh Shai, made of a woman, made under the law. So He was made under the law, made of a woman, made under the law. Right? And the only way a woman could be pregnant is by conceiving seed from a man. Right? That's how the Heavenly Father set it up. Right? So let me go to the law. Right? Go to the law. This is Leviticus chapter 12 verse 1. Right? He said, and the Lord Yahweh speak unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, speak unto the children of Israel, not speak to the hard heathen nation, speak unto the children of Israel, which is your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. Right? If a woman have conceived seed, how a woman conceive seed? By a man planting Irad up his sheep. Right? He said, and born a man child, then she shall be unclean 7 days, according to the days of her separation. For her infirmity shall she be unclean. He said, and in the 8th day the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised, and in the 8th day the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised. Alright, so let me go and see. Let me go to Luke. Right, Luke chapter 2. This is Luke chapter 2 verse 21. It said, and when the 8th day were accomplished for the circumcision of the child, his name was called Yahweh Shai. So Yahweh Shai went through the circumcision because there is the law. He born under the law, as we read in Galatians 4:4. You understand? So Yahweh Shai being through that. There's more proof that He come from the seed of Joseph, right? And not from no angel, because angel do not carry seed, right? He said, and when the 8th day were accomplished for the circumcision of the child, his name was called Yahweh Shai, which was so named of the angel before he was conceived in the womb. Before he was conceived in the womb, and the only way a woman could conceive seed, he might have to plant the rod up a sheep. Right? So even Yahweh Shai tell you that he's from the lineage of the house of David, the root and the offspring of the house of David. Right? So our Lord Yahweh Shai, He come. Let me get this here. This is Matthew chapter 1 verse 1. Right? Let me just highlight it. Right? This is Matthew chapter 1 verse 1. It said, the book of the generation of Yahweh Shai, the son of David, the son of Abraham. So generation go back to the word Genesis, which is the beginning, the origin, the lineage, the offspring, genealogy. Right? So this is the generation, mean the genealogy or the offspring of Yahweh Shai. Right? This is Revelation. Revelation 22:16. This is Revelation chapter 22 verse 16. It said, I Yahweh Shai have sent my angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and offspring of David and the bright morning star. So the root and offspring go back to a seed. Sperma in the Hebrews is Zara. You understand? And in the Greek is sperma. Right? So he come from the seed of Joseph. Right? So he says he's the root and offspring. Right? He's the root and offspring. And they tell you that Joseph is from the house of who? The house of David. They tell you that. Luke 2 and this is Luke chapter 4. So like in Luke chapter 2. Luke chapter 2 verse 4, he said, Joseph also went up from the Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth, into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house of because he was of the house and lineage of David. He was from the seed of David, or the offspring of David. Right? This is Matthew. Yeah, Matthew. This is Matthew chapter 1 verse 16. Right? This is Matthew chapter 1 verse 16. And Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary. The husband of Mary. So Joseph become Mary's husband. He had to have sex with she. Right? And when you go into the word husband in the Greek is anar. Anar. Right? This is the word anar, which means just a minute, Salakia. Right? Let's get it. Right? Yes, Anar, which is Strong's G435. Right? Anar Strong's G435, and it say with reference to sex. Right? With reference to sex. Right? See, Matthew chapter 1 verse 16, and Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born. Yeah, so lucky there to call it the plantation, you know. Yeah, this is Matthew chapter 1 verse 16, and he said, Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Yahushai, who is called a Mashiach. Right? You understand? So that proved that he had a biological father. Right? You understand? Let me get this in Wisdom of Solomon, which King Solomon is Yahushai. Because the same spirit that was in King Solomon is the same spirit as in Yahushai, if you can receive it. Right? If you can receive it. Right? This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 1. He said, I myself also am a mortal man, like to all, and the offspring go back to a seed, genealogy, lineage, generation of him that was first made of the earth. He said, and in my mother womb was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compact in blood of the seed of man, and in the pleasure that come with sleep. You understand? Right? So this is more proof. Right? This is more proof, right? You understand? This is more proof. Alright, so let me get one more close off. This is Hebrews. Let me get the Hebrews 2 and 17. Alright, this is Hebrews chapter 2 verse 17. Right? So that here. Hebrews chapter 2 verse 17, he said, wherefore in all things it behove him to be made like unto his brethren. Who is his brethren? The children of Israel. Right? That he might be a merciful and fruitful and a faithful high priest. Yahushua is the high priest. Right? In things pertaining to Yahweh, to make reconciliation of the sins of the people, of who people, the Israelites. You understand? So they show that he come from a seed. He come from the seed of Joseph. Right? He's from the lineage of what? David. Right? So this is a quick lesson to edify the church of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, to understand Galatians 4, they show that, you know, he born under the law. And what was the law? When a woman conceive and bring forth a man child, you gotta circumcise him on the 8th day. And Yahushai being true being through that circumcision on the 8th day. Right? So with that, Hope was edifying. I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule at Great Millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiams in the folk and the earth to push in the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom.